If dogs could talk, oh, the stories they could tell. And they would probably say, hey, we're walking this way. Behind every good pet is a story of how they met their human. If Blue could, she would tell us she has quite a tale of her own. But since she can't, her human can.
We decided we wanted a dog shortly after we got married, and we knew we wanted a rescue dog.
Immediately, Corey Stringer and his wife fell in love with Blue at the Lexington Humane Society 4 years ago. They had to wait a whole day before they could adopt her. They were smitten for the dog with blue eyes.
The dog opened one eye, and I saw that blue eye.
That's when Stringer learned his new best friend's real story. She wasn't just a shelter dog.
Blue was one of the few survivors of the Knox-Whitley animal shelter fire from 2013. She was literally just like 2 or 3 days old.
The fire at the animal shelter killed 29 cats and 1 dog. Stringer says Blue suffered from smoke inhalation and still has some coughing problems, but you'd never know it. Now, all grown up, the Black Lab Husky mix is, well, living the life of canine luxury.
She loves to sit right here and she'll watch TV. She'll watch you all on the TV.
Sometimes it's not the news, it's Scooby-Doo, and sometimes she growls at those meddling kids. We learned Blue really does rule the roost in the Stringer home, perfectly content in her own chair.
She's just spoiled rotten.
Nestled in, watching cartoons.
She is extremely mischievous, very curious, extremely charismatic, and she has a bit of a diva attitude.
Stringer, a doodler, now self-taught illustrator, thought Blue's story was one that needed telling.
And one day I got just a wild idea. I said, I'm just going to take some of the stuff she's actually done and turn it into a children's book and just crank the crazy up to 11.
Stringer's first book details his dog's curious nature, something that's a bit like her owner.
So the first book, Night Night Blue, she uses her imagination a lot. And that's what I did when I was a kid.
His second book, Merry Christmas Blue, is a dog's version of festive Yuletide fun. Since Blue can't read a few pages, her human does.
There's decorations everywhere, and the house is filled with Christmas smells.
Stringer self-published both books this fall. He started out sketching Blue's adventures with pencil, but has turned to digital drawing, and always with his furry muse by his side.
Such inspiration, Blue.
If dogs really are man's best friend, Corey Stringer may have found the one with the best story worth barking about.
I want to give her the best life possible, because that's what she gives me every day. Don't you, Blue? Give me a high five. High five. Atta girl.